Allô, allô? Oui. On garantit proba. Okay, so we can start. Okay, so today I want to present you MGML. MGML is a framework, open source, to make responsive email easy. So to present myself, I'm Emmanuel Boisrontier. As you can understand by my accent, I'm not Bulgarian. So the presentation will be in English. I'm from France. I've been living in Bulgaria for a few years, but my Bulgarian is not up to scratch to do this kind of presentation in Bulgarian, so we'll continue in English. I'm a customer solution engineer for Mailjet, an emailing provider, French emailing provider. Originally, I'm a full stack developer, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm working currently in a team in Proxiad for Mailjet, and we are doing quite lots of nice things. So the topics today will be to present you a bit MGML. So what is the issue with the current emailing system we have on internet? What we did in Mailjet to address the problem with Passport, and how we created MGML to help developers, why we made it open source, how we spread the word about this open source project, and also to present you what is coming next on this open source project. So what is the issue? First small question to everybody here. Can you raise your hand if you ever had to program HTML email? Yeah. So you probably had a bit of pain with that. As a developer, if you're not a designer, it's really painful. Unfortunately, at the moment, 50% of, can you hear me? 50% of email are now open on mobile device. So you need to have a good presentation on webmail in big screen, but also responsive design that fits in a small screen and is rendering the information you want to propagate really well. So the problem here is also that email is really old, and you probably all know the HTML, the CSS, CSS3, HTML5. Email is not at all at that level. We are still back at really old email, HTML. In 2016, we are still using nested table to do HTML email. Don't dream about div, advanced CSS, advanced styling. Everything resides still on nested table. And on top of that, you don't really have a really common rendering of all those HTML email. Depending on the platform, on the device, on the webmail, it's never going to be the same. So HTML at the moment, email HTML is a real nightmare. Every time you try to code a responsive email, you have the email limitation to think about, the responsiveness, the compatibility issue, and also all the deprecated HTML that we inherited from not advancing with the rest of the HTML standard. And to summarize also, there is no real standard about how the webmails, the clients will interpret your HTML. At Mailjet, what we started with to provide our client was to help them with drag and drop email solution where they can really have ready to go component, change a bit the color, change the text, etc. and this would, sorry, there is a bit of and this would make their life easier. They wouldn't have to code any HTML, no coding of, no understanding of all those nested tables. So this is a small example of what we provide to our client. So the passport is quite easy, just drag and drop, put your image, put your text, etc. Behind all this, our engineer in fact created a language to store all this setup. It's called MGML. So how do we help developers to use this kind of technology and make their life more easy? Because not everybody wants to go to a drag and drop interface on a website to create their email. They want to be able to integrate that in other systems. So we created the MGML and we put it in the open source. The MGML allow you to code easily a design and to using a command line interpreter. Sorry. What did I do wrong? Okay. Sorry. So MGML allow you to design your template, your email, and to transform them in HTML ready to be sent later through any of your system. We created a website. Here it's a bit dark, but you could probably see some of the MGML. So what is MGML? MGML in fact is a markup language. It's also a component library where you have lots of predefined elements you can reuse and modify. It's built with responsiveness in mind, which allow every user to really quickly reach the best design possible. It's also reducing the complexity of all those nested tables. You don't have to think about those tables and the depthness of those tables in your code. It's an abstraction layer to stay current with the latest specs. So every time a new Gmail, Yahoo, and all those systems change their specs in what they are authorizing, what they are allowing to be used, and things are changing, you can just reprocess your MGML and it will run on any latest modification. We provide with this open source software Try It Live, so that's what you just saw before in our website. There is a client, there is a desktop app, a command line interface, a desktop app. So what's the result? Here you probably don't see much, sorry. You will have some very simple component, and a simple example here is the difference between the size of the MGML you will have to create at the beginning and the resulting HTML file who is scrolling endlessly with the CSS, etc. MGML will generate all those CSS, all those nested tables for you. So that's a small example in our Try It Live system. So here you can see a few examples of components. Sorry, it's a bit dark. And you can also test the display on different size of screen on the side. MGML is making email development accessible to anyone. There is no more pain of dealing with the nested and old-fashioned HTML table. It's easy to read. It's really close to HTML, but it's a simplification of the semantic tag. It's component-based, so it's possible to use already existing components. We're also offering the possibility for people to create their own component. It's leveraging React.js and Node.js and the component-based system of React.js. There is a robust standard library of simple and complex components. You can find just insertion of text, image. We are starting to go further with menu, invoice, hero component where you can put image, location, social network. So this is not only helping developer, but anyone who deal with HTML email. We have designer, integrator, even marketers that are directly coding their MGML, and it's making their life a lot easier. So why making it open source? It was really an internal part of a product. The only reason is because we can. It's always a great opportunity for companies to leverage open source system and to offer them to a wide array of the public. It's also to give back to the community. As everybody here, we all use open source software, open source language, etc. And it's always nice to contribute and to add to this ecosystem. Also, a lot of people are using those HTML email, and a lot of people are interested to contribute, to bring their knowledge. So it's making also the MGML go further and faster in a very more advanced functionality. And also it's saving a lot of kitten. Usually I'm putting that, it's the mandatory cat picture. So also why React.js? Because it's now a mature framework, a lot of contributors, a lot of people know how it works. A lot of people are contributing on GitHub with a React.js project. It's component-driven approach. So the same way we need components in the HTML to build, in MGML to build the HTML, we can just map this component approach with the MGML. It's a growing community, and also Passport or drag and drop was built in React.js, so it's easy for us also to reintegrate all those contributions, all this knowledge in our own tool. So this open source project, in fact, started less than a year ago. We had a really quick acquisition of a community on this. This is some of the numbers. What is nice, we pinpointed a few really important communities and leaders in this domain, and after a few months, we were already at 3,000. Now we are 3,800 GitHub don't remember likes. This allowed us also to increase the visibility of the language, because we appeared in the GitHub trending for a few weeks. We hit also Product Hunt. The first week, I think we reached 1,000 followers on GitHub, and we appeared straight away in their weekly newsletter, increasing even more the visibility of the language. We were on Y Combinator and also on Reddit, a bit less, but both of those made us appear in weekly newsletter, which brought a lot more people, more visibility to this project. So this is a few of the comments we received from the community through Twitter. Those are early comments from users. We're still receiving regularly people discovering and enjoying the use of MGML. Most of them saying it saved me a day of work, even more, a week sometime. So after that, what did the community do with this? So we have a lot of additional projects that started on the side of that. We have people who created Atom plugin, Atom linter for MGML, Vim plugin, Sublime, a lot of wrapper for different language. So adaptation to Rail, Ruby, Meteor, Laravel, Zend, Django. And we have also people who started to create new components and to share them with the community. For example, an interesting component that was released a few weeks ago was a chart component, so you can really create your camembert. For a French guy, it's nice. With MGML, and it will display a very nice chart in your email. There is also integration with Grump and Gulp. So what's next with MGML? We are still working. There is still more and more contribution. So the next step for us is we have a MGML API that is going to be released really soon. We are looking for beta tester if anyone is interested. So it will allow you to not go through the installation of the Node React, but integrate it more easily in any project. We are the carousel component, so it's an example of what it's doing. So some people would be surprised that you can do that with email, but it's possible. And that is really easy. You do mg carousel and you put 4 images inside and it's generating the HTML for it. We keep publishing new templates also on the website on MGML.io to allow people to really quickly reuse and start from very fast on a new design without to have to learn all the concept. We are building more and more elements in the ecosystem, so there is new tools coming, there is new integration. At the moment we are working on more interactive email component, so the same principle as the carousel. For example, there will be forms, accordion, and a few others like that. And also internally for Mailjet, we are working on import and coding of MGML directly in our platform. So you can find MGML.io on Twitter. We have a nice newsletter generated with MGML also coming up. The GitHub, try it live if you want to take it for a road test, and documentation. Also, I must mention, we have also a Slack room if you want to discuss. So that's a different community where you can find us. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, and if you want some stickers, come hit me up. Any question?
Can you port another template in your main template?
The MGML, in fact, we have two components where you can directly put raw HTML inside the MGML if you really need to. For example, the way I'm using this sometimes is to be able with MGML to use Jinja templating. So I can directly put raw loop system, raw conditional statement inside my MGML, and it will render the HTML totally ready to go on any templating language.
Do you have like a list of supported or where you've tested that the components work? I mean, how do you...
Yeah, so the development stage, in fact, we have different, in the development stage, in fact, we are using Litmus, which is quite known for development of email, where we are testing all our components to see if they are working on every platform and rendering well enough. At the same time, some people in working on this project also created a support, don't remember the name, support table where it's telling you what type of style or attribute for each HTML is authorized on which platform, which is making also the development, and when people try to create new components, making it easier to know it will render like that on this platform and there will be no problem. So we are also working on documenting and testing all those things to be sure that they work as much as possible. Just a small this kind of carousel, for example, has been tested with True Litmus. We know that it's not going to work all the way as a normal carousel everywhere. Some will not let you click on the image to change the image. Some will not let you click on the arrows. But at the same time, the MGML idea is also to create a nice failing in case it's not rendering. So even if the carousel doesn't work, you will still have a nice design that is enjoyable by the recipient of the message. Any other question? Thank you for listening.
Благодаря много на Емануел. Нека поканим Марти от САП, така че да завърши лекционната програма. Къде ще е по-долу на Джо или...